Hello and thank you for checking out my video. This is David Kunstek, and what I'm here to do today is give you a real brief overview of the Butts in Your Seats Restaurant Marketing Program. What does it do and how does it work? First and foremost, what it's designed to do is fill all those empty seats in your restaurants with butts. And you can do this anytime you want to. So what is it? It is an online digital restaurant marketing system that uses Facebook ads, organic Facebook Messenger posts, and good old-fashioned email. It is an alternative, or it can even complement traditional advertising. It's 100% trackable, and there's an up-to-minute ROI dashboard where you can see exactly what's going on within your campaign, how much money you spent on ads, and how much came in revenue as a result of those ads, because everything we send out, the promotions and offers, they're all redeemable, which means you get the real numbers, unlike any other kind of advertising you might try to do. It helps with days of the week that are always slow, or regular times of the day where your restaurant is just not at capacity. It could be based around a certain meal time. It could be based around a holiday. Whatever it is, this program will help fill all those seats. And how it does that is it just builds a database of customers to send offers and promotions to. It makes your marketing more consistent. I mean, I'm sure as a business owner, you just get busy. And sometimes the marketing doesn't go out when it's supposed to, or you only market when you're slow, and that way you keep having those peaks and valleys going through of marketing when you're slow and letting up on it when you're busy. Whereas if it's a program like this, it's going to make things everything nice, consistent, even, and it's going to eliminate those peaks and valleys in your business. It provides real numbers, as I said. It shows you advertising dollars out, revenue dollars in, and a dashboard that's always available to see what's going on. So just imagine where your restaurant would be if you had 10,000 people on your list that they knew who you were, they liked your food, and they all look forward to the offers you'd be sending them. Your business would probably completely transform from where you're at now financially. Program, and again, this is something to know, the program is not a short-term hit. It is a long-term strategy. It's not going to max out your capacity in 1 to 3 months. What is built for you is really a sustainable marketing program that is supposed to take shape over time and build a consistent flow of customers for you that will keep coming for months and years to come. Everything is trackable. I know I said this once before, but everything is trackable. You really hear that. When was the last time you heard an advertiser say that? You can see how many people came in each month, how much they spent, and how much revenue was generated from each promotion or offer that was sent out. So now I want to show you your program in action. As you see this, just think about it. I mean, this is really unique. This is probably unlike anything you've seen before. And I'll guarantee you, unless they got it from me, your neighboring restaurants or competitors aren't doing this. So step one, an offer or promotion is posted on your Facebook page, and then we run ads to promote it. Step two, a potential customer comments on the ad, and when they do that opts them in, and this triggers the program. Step three, your new customer receives a Facebook message to verify they want the offer. You can see here, just ask them something fun to do. Please type nice bun to receive this offer. So let's say they do that. You move on to step four. Now your customer receives their offer via Facebook Messenger. So it's right in their messenger, and this is actually how they redeem it as well. Step five is they also receive the offer via email at the address they provided. So they get messenger and email. Step six, your new customer, their information is stored into a Google Sheet. As you can see here, we have some stuff blocked here for this particular client, but now you know who your customers are. You know who accepted the offer, and then a little bit later on, you're going to know who redeemed it. So step seven, offer redemption. To redeem only in a restaurant, you see there's a safeguard here. They can click on the redeem button, and we'll double check with them. Do you really want to redeem this offer? And if they do, they click redeem offer again, and it goes on to step 8, where they enter the cost of the check to redeem. As you'll see over here on the right-hand side, please enter the amount of the bill, rounded off to the nearest dollar. It's $21, and then they get the thank you for stay tuned for your next VIP offer. So, and then what happens here as well, which is step 9, is the amount they put in is then put into the Google Sheet for tracking. So again, we know who spent what and how much and how many times they came in. All the customer activity is compiled into another sheet within that same spreadsheet. As you see here, this one is showing there was 245 redemptions of that particular opt-in offer. This is all information you would have access to, but it's displayed in a nice dashboard, so you don't have to get down into the nitty-gritty like this. Step 11, all the data is compiled into, here's that dashboard I talked about. It's accessible and up to the date. If you put a redemption in within 5 seconds, it will start showing up on here. This particular dashboard, you can see there was $405 spent on ads. There were 6,314 clicks, and like I said, just go through here, you can see all the information. It tracks everything. Last step here, step 12, is obviously the first offer is to get them into the system, but now we're going to send them something monthly. And again, we complete a schedule with you. We do all this in advance, so there's no thinking about it. Your monthly offers are going to go out, and we can do some impromptu stuff if you want to. But this is just the basis of the program, is automating your marketing, keeping in front of the people who are your best customers. So you look at all this and you think it sounds great, but now you're thinking, is this worth it? What about the return on your investment? What can you expect? Well, I'm going to give you the numbers here. Expectations, your list that I keep talking about will increase monthly from around 400 to 700 subscribers per month. The average and the goal is 500 subscribers per month. It could be more, could be a little less. I've seen it with a business with great branding, like a franchise location. It could be 1,000 or 2 at first, or if you have an existing mailing list we can send out to, it'll make the first month or two much higher than 500. Redemption rates, depending on the offer, range from 12 to 20%. A good rule of thumb to assume is, on average, there'll be a 15% redemption. That's how we're going to do the rest of this presentation. We're going to assume 15%. As your list builds bigger and bigger, each month there will be more and more people to send a monthly offer out to. And I'm going to give you some specific examples here on the next slide. So this is an example of our ROI sheet, and why I call it the ROI sheet is that we can show you exactly where your numbers would be. So a couple things. This is going to assume, as you see down here in the left-hand corner, a 15% redemption, an $18 average bill. Big benefit of this program is that you pay a similar amount all year long for results that get better and better. So it doesn't cost you more, but the results get better and better. So month 1, you don't have an email list. You're going to get your first 500. Let's just say, depending on your program, and there are many, many options, let's just say the program and the ads, everything we had to spend cost $1,500 this month. And the monthly sales that came in were $1,350, which that would be 15% of 500 times an $18 average bill. So when you spent the $1 in month 1, you got 90 cents back. So month 1, definitely an investment. Now, if you had a higher average bill, this would be higher. If you had a better redemption rate, depending if you had an awesome offer, this would also be higher. So month 2, we're going to come in, get the 500 opt-ins. But now this month, we also have 500 email addresses. So the total number of people we're going to work with this month is 1,000. So 1,000 times 15% redemption, that is 150 people coming into your restaurant that would not have come in otherwise. And they're going to have an $18 average bill. So you're going to bring in $2,700 a month that month in sales. So now when you spend $1 in your advertising, you're getting $1.80 back. As you see, same thing has happened. Compounds and builds, compounds and builds. Now you'll see here, this cost changed to $1,575, and then down here $1,650. Down here you see it at $1,725. Now, the only reason for that is that for about every 1,500 subscribers, this is the number we figured out for all the softwares we have to use for the messenger subscribers and the email subscribers. It costs us about $75 for every additional 1,500 contacts that go in the system for us to keep in touch with. And that is the only reason why it goes up, and that is the only increase you'll see unless you physically ask us to raise your ad spend because the results are good. So moving on from here, the major goal here, and this is just where I paint the big picture for our clients, is getting to 10,000 contacts. So let's say after a year, you get your list of 10,000 participants on your list. You have 10,000 people who opted in. Assume your average customer check is $20 for easy math, and we'll also go with the other assumption that the average redemption rate is 15%. So out of 10,000, that would mean you have 1,500 monthly offers redeemed. At an average check of $20, that equals $30,000 additional monthly revenue, or $36,000 a year added to your bottom line. I mean, wouldn't even half of that get you excited? I mean, that to me, that's awesome. I mean, this is the goal. I mean, this is the end picture after 12 months. Like I said, it could be sooner, it could take a little longer. Even if you had 5,000 and it added $15,000 additional revenue to your restaurant, wouldn't that make a humongous difference? So, if anything here resonated with you, even if you're a little bit curious, the next step is just contact me. Click on the button on this page. Get your questions answered. We'll go through a much more detailed version of what I just showed you here, and answer your question and just go through the whole process step by step to show you how this works, how we design it, and how we build it just for your restaurant. And if all works there, start a trial. To start a trial, all you gotta do is decide with us what your initial opt-in offer is going to be, and then decide on your first 3 monthly offers. We build the program, we design all your ads, and then we help you manage the program. All right. Well, I hope I didn't confuse anybody. I hope that was really clear and you understood everything I was showing you. If there's any questions, please do not hesitate to get in contact with me. Click the button on this page. If you're interested in starting a trial or just looking at it a little further, doing a one-on-one to see if this really makes sense to you, please, by all means, click on a button and we'll get in touch and we'll get something scheduled to go over it on a one-on-one basis to make sure it's a good fit for your restaurant. Thanks again for watching, and hopefully we'll talk soon. Take care now.